In this video, I'm going to teach you the 3 funnel hacks to building an opt-in page specifically for coaches. If you're like most coaches, you're less committed to and excited about sales than you are committed to and excited about helping people improve their lives in some area, right? And what a lot of coaches get really frustrated by is the technical stuff. How to sell, how to put up websites, what to say, how to do these opt-in pages, how to increase conversions, all those things really frustrate a lot of coaches. Now, if you are one of those rare coaches that love that work, well, you're really going to enjoy this video as I break down these 3 funnel hacks. But if you're not, I want to simplify this process for you with these funnel hacks as well as the elements that are important in each one of them so that you can stay connected to what it is you're passionate about, which is building your business and not get frustrated like a lot of coaches do with the execution. And what's really important about the execution is the platform that you use. So I'm going to show you the platform that I use and recommend called GetResponse to pretty much all coaches. I love it because it's simple, it's easy to use. We don't have to piece together all these different platforms and hope that they all integrate. All in one solution, they've got capabilities to do webinars, to do surveys, to do landing pages, thank you pages, sales pages, everything that we're going to need. And on top of that, I've teamed up with GetResponse to create a lot of templates that you'll need in the different areas of your business, specifically for coaching. Selling coaching is different than selling any widget or other products online. It requires more of an emotional connection. It requires more trust. It requires more transparency. So understanding that relationship that's necessary in the conversation is really critical. I've been a coach for about 15 years and just about all of those have been online. So I've seen or experienced or heard about pretty much everything out there. I want to share with you what works from a conceptual and psychological standpoint, but also from a tool standpoint so that you can shorten your learning curve and build a business easier. I mean, isn't that what we all want as a coach? Enough talk. Let's open up the computer here and dive into your opt-in pages. Let me take you inside GetResponse here to show you what the auto funnel feature looks like when you build this campaign from scratch. You can see there are 4 components. We start by creating an opt-in page to collect leads, then an email to go out to the leads once they join your list, a sales page which you'll send them to sell whatever program or product you're going to offer them, and then a thank you page for the customers after they purchase. GetResponse tracks all the conversion data here. They'll show you down at the bottom how much money this campaign has made. So the purpose of this video is to show you the very first step, creating a sign-up page and optimizing that process. I'm not going to show you the technical aspects of creating that page, but you can see here there are tons of templates for you to choose from. For this video, I'm just going to show you one of the templates that I've already created, which is an opt-in page to offer a free download of an ebook. Funnel hack number 1 is an acronym that you may have heard before, KISS. A lot of times we hear that it stands for keep it simple, stupid, or keep it simple and sweet. In this case, from a marketing standpoint, it's keep it strategically simple. So here's a look at one of the opt-in pages I have. This has been a very successful campaign for us over the years. And I want to break down the 8 elements that you need on this front opt-in page. Now, these first 5 elements are all what we call above the fold. That means the prospect can see them without having to scroll down the page on a desktop. On mobile, it's a little different because people are used to scrolling and there's a lot less screen space. But on a desktop, it's important to give them as much intriguing information as possible without them having to scroll down. So right at the top, we have an opt-in box. Some people know right away that they want to put their name and email in to get whatever it is that's on this page. So you want to give them that option. I've got a pre-headline here, which is a little bit longer of an explanation of what they're going to get in this download. A lot of people like to put that below the title, which would make it a sub-headline. But I like to start the interaction a little bit more conversationally. So I like to put it above the headline as a pre-headline. Then you've got the headline. What is it that they're going to get? In this case, a free download, Best Kept Secrets of a Six-Figure Coach. You want to keep your headlines short and powerful. After that, you want to give them an image so they have the visual magnet as well. Then tell them what they're going to get inside the lead magnet in the form of bullets. The eyes are used to reading bullets. If you give them what they'll find inside the lead magnet in paragraphs, there's more of a chance that they'll miss it completely. They're used to scanning the page, seeing the bullets, what's in this particular thing, and am I interested in this or not? As we scroll down, there's another opt-in box. It's important that you put 2 or 3 opt-in boxes on this page. Immediately below that, you want to give them a short bio, tell them a little bit about yourself, include a nice headshot. After that, it's important to include some social proof. You want to give them 3 to 5 testimonials, either from recognizable people in the industry or customers that have gone through your training, your work, and can speak nice things about you as well as the content. Whenever you can include images of the people, it's going to be more effective than if you just have their words and their name. And finally, you can't forget the legal information. There are several platforms that won't let you advertise if you don't have a link that explains the terms and conditions and how you're collecting emails and what you're going to do with the emails, etc. In today's world where there's so many rules and regulations, you don't want to forget the legal part. Those are the elements that you want to put on the opt-in page. The second funnel hack is more conceptual. It's something for you to remember, which is you want to create but not relieve tension. You're offering the prospect some kind of a solution for a problem that they have. And it's important that you build up intrigue for that solution, but it's also important that there's a value exchange here. There's nothing wrong with saying, you give me something, I'll give you something. And people are used to putting their name and email address in a box like this for some kind of a solution that they're interested in. Now, some coaches don't like that because it feels a little salesy or it feels like they're withholding information. Or some coaches teach too much on the opt-in page. And the reality is, if you give them all the information, then there's no reason for them to join your email list. And if you don't have people joining your email list, you won't have a business because you won't have a community to market to. Now, what you actually say and don't say could vary depending on what product you're offering in the lead magnet, what kind of personality you have, what market you're in. That's where it's important for you to test all these variables to find out what converts the best. And this is one of the reasons why you constantly want to do market research. You want to get on the phone with prospects as often as you can so that you find out what their burning questions are. What will they give a name and an email in exchange for? That kind of valuable information is important for you to know so that you can start building a community. Now, funnel hack number 3 is something that a lot of coaches don't understand the importance of. It's the thank you page. You have to optimize the thank you page because this person has just said yes to you. They're paying attention. They see enough value in whatever it is you've just promised them that they've given you valuable information, which is their name and email address. And it's like they just opened the door and now they're looking around to see what else they can get into. Now, unfortunately, what a lot of people do is just have a thank you page that says, hey, go check your email. I just sent you the thing. And effectively what you've just done is shut the door on their excitement. You want to give them more things to get into. You want to give them more content to consume. We call it in marketing a yes ladder. They've just said yes to something. Give them something else to say yes to. Now, on my thank you pages, there are usually 3 things that I include no matter what. The first thing I have is the lead magnet itself. Now, there's a conversation in the marketing world about whether you should give them the lead magnet on the thank you page or whether you should make them check the email, especially because nowadays a lot of people give fake email addresses just to get through the opt-in because they know that a lot of people like me will give them whatever it is that they want on the other page. If you want to force people to check their emails and kind of train them, that's totally fine and valid. For me personally, I just don't like dealing with that energy. If somebody's going to give me a fake email address, then they're probably not a good prospect anyway, and I would rather just give them whatever it is I promised, whatever it is they're looking for, and send them off to have a merry life. The reason I do that is because I want them to consume the thing immediately after they opt in. I don't even want them to have to wait and go open up their emails. Sometimes they won't open their emails for a long time, maybe hours, maybe days, and by the time it hits them, they've lost interest. The second thing is to offer them something else. Give them a blog article, give them a video that you've done, give them more ways to consume content. They've already taken one step to join your community. Give them several other steps that they can take and continue providing them deeper and deeper content to pull them further and further into this particular conversation. And finally, I always want to give them a way to engage further on any social media platforms that I am active with. A fourth thing that some people suggest you put on your thank you pages is some kind of an upsell. I've done that at times. There are a few campaigns that have upsells. For the most part, my campaigns don't have upsells on the thank you page. I'd rather give them more content to consume than some kind of a sales pitch. But if you have something that is aligned and it makes sense for them to say yes to, there's absolutely nothing wrong with giving them an opportunity to become a customer right away and therefore join your community with more commitment than had they just given a name and email address for some free thing. That's going to be a personal preference. The only thing I would say is make sure that it's aligned and test it. The risk in offering an upsell right away is that you might turn some people off if they think you're just trying to get money out of them immediately on the thank you page. So you got to be really careful with the way that it's positioned and make sure that it's something that they will really, really want. So as I shared with you, I created these pages in GetResponse, which is an all-in-one marketing platform that I highly recommend for coaches. You can do all of your web pages, surveys, webinars, funnels, automated marketing, behavior-based automation, which means if they click one link, they get an email. If they click another link, they get another email, and so forth. It's really critical to be able to do that nowadays, and GetResponse has one of the most sophisticated marketing platforms that I've seen. They also have amazing pricing, especially compared to all the other platforms that I used to spend a bunch of money on individually and then integrate all together. And I've partnered with GetResponse to create templates that I've used successfully in my business for 15 years now in so many areas of marketing so that you can start with a proven template instead of create from scratch and hope it's going to work. If you're interested in giving it a try, they offer a free trial. Click on the link in the description of this video. If you have any questions for me about the content that I've shared here or anything else related to building your business, comment right here on this video. Either myself or somebody on my team will get back to you as soon as possible. If you've enjoyed the content of this video, let us know by liking it. Feel free to share the content with your community if you want. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and click the little bell icon so you get notified every time that we publish. I look forward to coming to you in another video with more ways to help you build your coaching business. Talk to you soon.